All right, I am here with Rodolfo and Nuno. Hello, guys.
Hello, how
Hello,
are
Jennifer.
So, thanks for joining me today. So, you guys do business in Lisbon, Portugal, which is one of my favorite cities in the world. So jealous. Is Cincinnati one of your favorite cities in America? No,
No, because
Honestly, we don't know Cincinnati.
nobody knows
We
it.
hope to be there in a few times, but right now we haven't been there yet.
and you can invite us.
I'll invite you. Yeah,
I
it's too hot right now, but maybe when it cools down.
think here it's very hot also. So
Yeah, so same. But you guys have the water, which makes it better.
Yeah. Yes.
So I wanted to talk today about what's it like to do real estate and be a realtor in, well, I guess, to sell real estate in Portugal and the differences between that and the US. So can you guys give us can you each give us a quick background about who you are and how long you've been in business? And then we can get into some of the differences.
Mhm.
Okay. Rodolfo, you want to go first?
yeah. So I am in real estate around 2 years now.
Okay.
I was in 3 different brokerages. The last one is Century 2021.
Okay.
And my experience so far in EXP, it's amazing. It's so much different, and it's a new market for me also because my hometown is Peniche. It's well known for the waves and for surfing.
Nice.
We hear the market, it's totally different. The prices, the dynamic, everything, it's different. And I am in EXP since April.
Nice. So new.
So,
And you guys are partners, right, Nuno?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you.
So I've been in real estate for a year point two, approximately. I only been in one brokerage before in Century 21, and then I decided to make the change because I saw the business model and the opportunities that come with EXP, and for me, I had no doubt that would be the next move, and it's been going well. Agents here, they have that fear once they move out of a big brokerage that their business will come down, but we haven't felt that. Our business have been growing exponentially.
That's good.
So that's great. And EXP has been growing also in Portugal. Many people already heard it or already know the brand, so it's been great.
That's good. Now,
Yeah.
being doing business in Portugal is a lot different than doing business in the United States. I think one of the main differences we talked about was that you don't necessarily have to have a license to do the work, right?
no, just to be a brokerage in here.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to have a license, but to be an agent, no.
So how does that work? Like if I don't have a license, but I want to sell real estate, do I have to go to the brokerage, right?
Yeah, and you need to be a freelancer also.
Okay.
To pay taxes because everyone pays taxes.
Right. It's
Yeah.
true.
There's no.
You just need to do that and sign a contract.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So the freelancer, does that mean that they are not with a specific brokerage, that they have are their own?
So a freelancer, it's more like here is like this. If you go into the big brands like Remax, Century 21, KW, they always prefer people that dedicate themselves on a full time.
Okay,
you know?
right.
But they have on part time also.
Okay.
But their pressure for people to show up to to give formation, to show up every day at the office, and etc., it's way bigger than the smaller brands.
Okay.
So they recruit you, they show you their procedure manual, and then you sign a contract to give services to that brand.
Okay.
And then you start working, and they will give you a basic formation for you to start. And the pressure at the big brands is way bigger. So if you have a job, it's way difficult to manage both things.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how it is everywhere, right? If you have two full-time jobs, that's a lot more difficult. Are you both licensed?
No.
Licensed?
No.
No.
At the time that I got in, and Rodolfo, because we had Portugal used to demand a license, but then they ended that procedure, and by the time that we got in, the license wasn't required anymore.
I imagine
the training that we have, it's NAEA from J.
Oh, okay, right. From the EX.
That training,
Yeah, that's good. So I imagine if there is a lot of people that just will maybe only do like 1 or 2 or 3 deals and that's it, right? Does that create a problem?
Yes.
But I think it's the same in the US, because the average it's 4 to 5 houses a year.
Yeah.
And in here,
but here the big difference is that because they don't require license, they don't require any investment to come into the business. I think countries like the US and Canada, who people need to be licensed, the filter for people, for qualified people to get into the business is way bigger.
Yeah.
So here we don't have any filter. We have people on a part-time job, on a full-time job. We have people that don't go to formation. We have people that are doing really good jobs also.
Right.
But I think our real estate market is still very amateur compared to the US and Canada. There are the big references.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah. How do you guys generate leads for your business?
We generate through ads. That's what John and his team helped us through. We do like video campaigns, and that's generated to us until now more than 10 listings in the
Good job. Congratulations. Yeah. So it's just like a lot of video, and you're just doing like topics that buyers and sellers would care about?
No, it's for now. It was just an offer, a direct offer to sellers.
Oh, okay. So
just to the ad. We are doing the videos to show ourselves, to get known in the business, but until now we don't have any videos explaining anything about Lisbon or real estate.
Just the offer to sell.
Yeah, just the offer. We already did a campaign directed to buyers. Also, we got like 200 leads.
Oh wow!
In a month and a half, more or less.
Prefer to work with buyers or sellers, or it doesn't matter?
Honestly, I prefer working with sellers.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes, Rodolfo.
It's different.
Rodolfo prefers a little bit more than I do buyers. So.
But the buyers, tell us a little bit about representing buyers in Portugal, because that's a lot different too.
Yeah,
it's because of the mentality. Because in here, you don't need to be to have a contract with a licensed agent,
right?
To help you to guide you to buy a house.
Yeah,
and I think it's different in the US, and it's the right thing. That's why in here you can have a buyer with 10 agents trying to sell them a house and sending the same houses.
Right.
That's why it's difficult in here, the buyers, and we are trying to be different in here.
Mhm.
Some people do it, but I think it's the minority in here.
So you're trying to prove your value if they only worked with you, and why that's better for them.
Because here you have people that work buyers on a contract, on an exclusivity contract. But looking at the market in general, it's a very low percentage of people doing that. Okay?
Yeah.
Like if the buyer doesn't come by reference, if you find out the buyer by advertising or publicity,
right.
It's difficult for them to stick with you still in our market. That's our opinion, at least.
Well, and part of the problem is too, Nuno, is because like when you get a listing, you don't have like an MLS to market and share it, right? So how are you marketing these properties?
We have a website called Idealista and Imo Virtual, and we have a meta search also that now help us to do like a small MLS.
Okay.
Every house that we have in Idealista, for example, you can send it to the buyer with your photo and your info.
Are a lot of agents
very amateur.
Are they putting their listings inside that system, or are they trying to sell it on their own?
Because that system, they do like a search and collect all the data and then put everything in that meta search, and it's a software that you pay monthly. Monthly, so you can have access, but it's not very accurate also.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
And most times because here it happens sometimes because the listing it's in more than one brokerage. Sometimes the listing shows up 2 or 3 times, you know.
Oh, right, because that your contract to sell is not exclusive either necessarily.
Yes, because we still have lots of people. I think and I believe the market is heading to the exclusivity way to work, but we still have lots of real estate agents in Portugal that work on a non-exclusivity contract. So that allows that one listing could be being showed out in 1, 2, 3, 4 brokers.
Right.
And can happen something like this. You have one house selling for 300,000, other for 310, the same house. Yeah. And you can have that difference because sometimes it's the seller, the owner doing that, and the brokerage. And sometimes it's different because some brokerages in here, our commission it's 5%, but they can do like 3%, 5%, 4%, and then change the price.
2%. Yeah.
We have one house in here that we try to sell it, and the commission was like 1.5% to split. So
wow.
How can someone work like that?
You can't. And I would think like there would be a lot of times where you're working really hard for somebody and you're spending money, and then it just somebody else sells it and you get nothing.
Yeah.
That's
why I already made the decision that in a non-exclusivity contract I just decided, and it was an opinion of mine that I decided not to work in those conditions. So I rejected listings already because of it. If the person doesn't want to trust in us, so we just say, okay, thank you very much, and have the most of luck, but it's not for me.
Right. I don't blame you. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know?
Because in here, Jennifer, I think the average agent don't spend more than 100 euros in the advertising and
that's not well, you can, because somebody else can sell it so easily.
And I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Why should I take a professional photographer to a house that 7 or 8 more brokerage have the same house and they're
Right.
taking photos with their phones. So
But can happen in exclusivity also.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do it. And for us, we decided, okay, we can spend money. We call it invest. It's not spend, investing money, because I think we spend at least 10 times more the average.
Yeah.
now. It's
Yeah.
not easy for us because we are in the beginning, but the results are showing up. So
yeah, and I think what we made up since the beginning is that we may spend money, we may not get the like 80% or 90% return out of a listing, but we're going to establish a standard. So
Yeah.
when clients come to us, they know that the standard is this and the quality is there, and the house will be sold eventually.
Well, I imagine too, once you have done it a number of times, then you can say, this is how we do it. And it is selling faster and for more money than if you were not exclusive. So it's worth it. Yeah,
of course,
that makes sense. I like it. Oh shoot, what was I gonna ask you? I mean, those are like the biggest differences, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest differences are that the no license requirement,
Mhm.
and by consequential, the not so much professionalized market
Yeah.
compared to you guys in the States.
and
Yeah,
the
it's
MLS,
And the
it's
MLS.
very important also.
So what is like the average place that you sell? What is it like? Like how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms?
The average price in here is around 400,000
400,000
Euros?
euros. Yeah.
euros.
Okay.
Yes.
We have houses from a warehouse from 990 to houses for
200.
200, 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
That's-
mostly like 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. That's the average.
Yeah. Well, and I know a lot of people, the Portuguese government is trying to get a lot of investors from other countries to come to Portugal. Do you guys deal with that?
Yeah.
Helping?
It's called golden visa. Yeah,
Yeah.
we deal with that also. And this changing now until the end of the year.
Uh-huh.
They are changing, and now you can invest in the big cities.
Okay.
But from 2022 forward, that's going to change to attract more investment to the
interior.
Yeah.
The small, yeah, like the smaller.
Yeah.
To the small
Okay,
cities.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. Well, if people have questions about buying property in Portugal, or they are maybe thinking of like doing real estate in Portugal, what is the best way to get a hold of you guys?
So the best way is just to contact us on our phones or emails, and we'll be more than available to
We can
clarify
give you, Jennifer. Yeah.
every doubt or questions that they may have.
Okay.
So
Or reach us through our social media.
Mhm.
It's Resc Group,
Okay.
so you can find us, or Nuno and Rodolfo.
mhm.
Okay. What is your give your WhatsApp number?
Okay, it's plus 351 918 598 93.
So mine is plus 351 9160 9961.
Awesome. Is that it? I think is that it?
29.
29. Okay. I was like, I feel like there's more.
No, it's different to say it in because of the plus, the code, the country code.
Yeah, that's hard. Well, I really appreciate you being on. I think it's always interesting for us to hear how we do business differently, because we can all help each other and like learn from each other. So thank you, Rodolfo. Thank you, Nuno.
Okay,
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Bye.
Bye.